learning a language is very easy. And even I suggest them to, go and watch videos where, for instance, I suggest one of the videos where Virat Kohli is, being interviewed by in the RCB thing, right? He's interviewed by Danish Chat, I believe.
It become very difficult for learners, even they are fluent speaker, and if they listen to some like advanced English, so they goes blind, they do not understand what they are speaking. So why this happen with that learners, even they are fluent speaker? Because of they do not know the phrases that is very new for them, or because of it is because of they have not immersed in themselves totally and fully by listening to podcast and other English content as well, and consuming local contents. What is the main reason of this? Invited the most prestigious tutor on clapping is Vishal Satwani. Him, and he is going to guide us to how to speak English, and he is going to share his experiences about his career and lots of things. Today's session will be going to Rob. So welcome to our channel. Have a long way to go.
Okay, thanks a lot for the beautiful introduction, Dipali, right? And yes, it's just a small, thing that I'm giving back to the society by what I have in my, the talent that I have, right? A lot of learners in today's time are dealing with a lot of problems like confidence, right? And they are basically seeking a lot of validation about the language, right? But English in today's world is very much needed, right? It is one of the things which is like basic thing for, corporates, where they kind of do judge you on the basis of the language that you know, right? But obviously, I have had learners who are at the top of the game, right? They are at a very good level, but still they are not getting, their next promotion because English is a barrier, right?
Ye-
And there are people who have to get into the team lead thing also, but they are not getting there because English is becoming a barrier, right? So
ye-
we as tutors are basically becoming a bridge where we are, providing them some assistance by, being a plus one in that case, right? We're just assisting them. We're not
Yes.
doing a very great job about it, but yeah, we're just helping them by that manner.
Yeah. Your role is playing the important role because you are teaching students and they are getting feedbacks, and your feedbacks helping them. Like I have session with you, and I have session with lots of teacher tutors on clapping as well. And
Sure.
because of their feedbacks, I am improving day by day. And some people are there; they are not ready to consume feedbacks, and they do not work on their feedbacks,
Sure.
right? So because of that, it become very difficult to improve. I have seen learners, they are not comfortable to adopt that feedbacks and work on that feedbacks. So
Correct.
what do you want to tell those learners? They are not comfortable to getting feedbacks.
Okay.
How
So
feedback is
what I
important in learning this journey?
yeah. So what I want to add to it is basically it's not just the 15 or 25 minutes of the session that we are taking with you that will
Yes,
decide your journey. Your journey is after that or before that session, right? For
yes.
instance, I used to tell the learners to keep on reading books, right?
Hmm.
There will be times you will not be understanding the word, but you have Google, you have all the resources, you have Chat GPT, right?
Hmm.
You can basically do n number of things in today's world, right? Learning a language is very easy. And even I suggest them to, go and watch videos where, for instance, I suggest one of the videos where Virat Kohli is, being interviewed by in the RCB thing, right? He's interviewed by Danish Chat, I believe, right? So we can learn from them, right? We have our idols in front of us, and the best thing you can learn from your own sessions.
Yes.
You can
Yeah.
they have the recordings there, right? Your 25 minutes, whatever mistakes that you're committing, be it the body language mistakes, be it the pronunciation errors, right?
Hmm.
There might be times where you might be, even using the wrong grammar. But wrong grammar is just a very basic point of it, right?
Hmm.
There are a lot of, learners who have this inhibition in them that if we speak the wrong grammar, this is that, this is that. So you have to kill that inhibition. You have to
Yes.
basically kill the fear of speaking first. right? You
Yes.
just have to speak. You are speaking wrong or right. That's our mission, right? We'll take care of that, right? But if
Yes.
you are having a lot of things in your mind that am I speaking the right verb, adverb, pronoun, noun? There will be a khichdi inside, right?
Yes.
And you will not be able to speak only.
Yes. Some students are there, some learners are there, they speak fluent English. I mean that they do not get stuck, but they speak grammatically wrong English. They do not even know that they are making mistakes, right? So in that case, if they are practicing in front of mirror, if they are recording their voice, but they are not getting any feedbacks, so how this will mislead them? Because ultimately they will speak English, but they will
Exactly.
speak wrong English because
Exactly.
there are no feedbacks.
Which in a place like corporate, they might be made fun of or things like that are done, right? That is a
Yeah.
reality that we are facing today, right? That is
Yes.
there, right? So in that case, obviously you have platforms like Clappingo, and not just Clappingo, we have a lot of platforms like that also. And Clappingo is a very, it's just a new concept that has come into India. We have a lot of concepts in the US which are going on, right? And but the thing is, they have their native speakers. They are speaking American accent and British accent. They are not speaking to you in Indian English accent, right? And what language you are speaking currently is Indian English accent, right?
Yes.
So to be comfortable with that you have to. That is one of the best, things about clapping with this.
Hmm.
Our native speakers. You have speakers who are from India only.
Hmm.
You can connect with them very easily. They are like yes, and obviously not just that. You have a lot of situations also which are going on in our life. Like for instance, we go out on the road, the traffic sense is miserable in the whole country, right?
Yes.
Connect with
Yeah.
them, right? There are a lot of things when there are political ideologies also, right? A lot of people connect on that also. But
Hmm.
then this is not possible when you change the geography. When you're going to US or when the tutor is from United States or UK, right? You might not connect with those things,
Hmm.
right?
It is
Unless
so
you've
true.
traveled abroad. That's one
Yeah.
way.
Sometimes it become very difficult for learners, even they are fluent speaker, and if they listen to some like advanced English, so they goes blind. They do not understand what they are speaking. So why this happen with that learners, even they are fluent speaker? Because of they do not know the phrases that is very new for them, or because of it is because of they have not immersed in themselves totally and fully by listening to podcast and other English content as well, and consuming local contents. What is the main reason of this?
So
Not
basic.
understanding English even you are speaking on regular basis.
So to complete it, basically, what happens is if you're not for example, if you have to perform a drama, right?
Hmm.
If you rehearsed it for some days or months, but
Hmm.
on the other hand, if you rehearse it for a lot of hours, a lot of days, weeks, months have been put in, right? There is a better chance that you would perform better in the drama, right? It is
Yes.
same scenario which is you can take in the case of spoken English also. Why the
Hmm.
person is fearing? The person is fearing because he or she has not practiced it. And
Yes.
it's not just about. It's just that you can talk to your family members also in the same language. It's okay, right? They
Yes.
might not be having that much of grasping power, or they might not have such a good language, but it's okay. You need a listener also. That way,
Hmm.
you have to
Hmm.
rehearse it in front of them, right?
Yes. Hmm.
You mom or dad, whoever is that, you just listen to me, whatever I'm speaking, right? I just want if you have a little bit of feedback, or if you heard something in the past and you feel that this pronunciation is wrong or right, it's
Yeah.
the language is inside everybody. It's just that we take it
Yes.
out, right? The talent is
So
that's what
have you ever used that
all over.
technique that talking with your mom and dad?
I do that. I try to talk with my mom in English. Even my mom, she's from a place. She belongs to UP, right?
Hmm.
And she got married in America. She does not have that much of command of language, but He can speak well.
Mm-hmm.
He understands the language. He sees the movies in English, sometimes without subtitles also, right?
Mm-hmm.
That is basically that he is a good listener.
Yes.
How to have good listening skills also there, right? It's
Yeah.
observation. And not just that, you have when the actors are playing or some things are going on, we observe the body language also.
Yeah. It is also important, like even if we are a fluent speaker, sometimes we are confident because, and sometimes we are not, we do not know the topic and we do not have that much knowledge. And even if you are fluent speaker, you goes blank. So is it normal, even if it's happening with a native speaker, just like a fluent speaker, very new for that topic, and that topic did not know the knowledge of the topic, and in that time if that person goes blank, so is it normal or it is like they are not fluent in this language?
It is normal. It is normal. It is normal with us also. It happens with us also. We as tutors
Yeah.
are also facing. Sometimes there are days when we have our lows, we have our highs, right? So
Yeah.
some session after ending a session also, for instance, if there is a 25-minute session, there are days when I feel that I could not give my 100%. Because there
Hmm.
are a lot of things, as I just said, that there are a lot of things apart from the session also happening in your life, right? That
Hmm.
affects the quality of the session. That does affect the.
Yes.
For instance, if I have taken a session at say 4:25, right? I have a bus to catch at say 5:30, right?
Hmm.
Mine would be on that. I will be like,
Yeah.
let's just get done with the session, and let's just skip to the thing where I have to do. Right? I have to travel, and I have a lot of things going on in my mind.
Same day you are also traveling and you are also doing the clapping of works and all, and your day is always busy, so how do you manage your me time?
That's one thing that. So I basically like to sit alone in a cafe with a book, all by myself, right? Have tea or have good food. And that's like my me time, solitude time, and I am one of those who like to enjoy their solitude.
Reading books or eating, having meal, food or book?
You're telling me to choose between one,
Yes.
obviously food, but I don't like to choose in that case. It's like a combination. So it's like
Yeah.
there is chai, there is a book, a good book, and there's some food. It's like a
Yeah.
combo that goes together.
During clapping
That's,
session, during clapping sessions, you mentioned that you must start to read books. I will show you something. Can I? Sudhamurthy ma'am book
okay.
one, Robin Sharma book second one,
Yes, I have read. Yes, will grab it. That's a good one.
Atomic Habits.
Atomic Habit. Did you read it fully?
I haven't read it because I'm reading this one, Sudhamurthy ma'am book. I don't know it is original copy or not.
That is
This,
Secret. That is also another one. The Secret.
yeah, Law of Attraction.
Yeah.
Yes, is it original copy? I do not know this one.
I haven't seen this one, but I have seen. I have a little knowledge
Like
about.
people are talking about this book, Law of Attraction.
Yeah, yeah.
You must read once in your life. Practice mental influence.
Basically, what we say in today's Gen Z words that it's called manifestation life, which is the second version of it. You can heal your body. It has a lot of affirmations. So, for instance, every disease that you have is basically from a thought, right?
Hmm.
Why are you having anxiety? Why would you be having anxiety? For the
Hmm.
reason you're not okay with what how things are going, right?
Hmm.
So you have an affirmation to that whatever is going on, I accept it and I go with the flow.
It is very difficult. It is very difficult to give affirmations when you are suffering in your life, especially if you are a student and if you are going to failures and rejections. So my
But
next question is on that. How do
that's
you?
your perspective, right? We all are failures at one level, right? There might be some things that you might be failing at and you feel that. I might be dealing with something that I am like I'm lagging behind in life. There's everybody is facing that. What we term is that it as existential crisis, right? We always think that the sun is brighter on his side or whatever. It is not
Yeah.
always, right?
Yes.
Everybody is dealing with a lot of things. What we say is everybody is fighting their own battle, right? It's about perspective. If you change the perspective, if you have a little bit of optimism, right? Things
Yeah.
will change. Things will, and even if things don't change, at least you are enjoying it. It's not about the destination. It's about the journey, right?
Hmm.
That we are living today.
How do you deal with rejections?
Uh, Sometimes you get sad, you get depressed, but when eventually you have to accept it. The acceptance is the key to everything. Right? You might be having rejections in any and every part of life, be it professional rejections, be it on the professional front, be it on the personal front, right? Everybody has dealt with it, but sooner you accept it, the faster it is for you to heal. Right?
Yeah.
Because we every individual is carrying a lot of trauma in life, but we
Hmm.
have to add to it, accept it, and get done with it.
It is very difficult to accept things because it is not easy, right? We know that fact, and because of that, that hits you lots.
Everything is here eventually. What I say. If you think that the affirmations will work for you, it will work. But if you feel that this thing is not work, so
Hmm.
everything is eventually energy, right? There are some people who get energy from going to, the temple
Hmm.
or their, you know, worship places, be it the temple, the church, the mosque. Right? There are some people who, like to unwind in another sense. They- Going to a disco is also an energy, right? They
Hmm.
like to be have that energy. But the worst form of energy in that case it would be addiction. Addiction of any,
Yeah.
form, be it smoking, be it weed, or be it cocaine, or all these things, right? We going to that is like the last resort of it.
Hmm.
Because
How do you believe in energies and like do you believe in energies
because
exchanging energies?
it has worked for me also. I'm basically a level one pranic healer. I've done
Mm-hmm.
level of pranic healing, so I know how it works. So after learning before getting into pranic healing, I used to eat non-veg. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I was very short tempered back then. In
Mm-hmm.
2016, I'm talking about. Obviously, I was younger, so I didn't have the wiseness that I have right now. Right?
Yes.
Still, things have changed for me. I have become a lot calmer comparatively, wiser comparatively. With age also, you can say that, but things have changed. Right?
Hmm.
What they say in Hindi is "jeev hatya." That
Hmm.
eventually you are eating a live thing, which is not a logical thing.
Yes. So do you want to share any experience that you believe in energies? Have anything? Is there any experience of your life? Do you want to share any experience?
I don't recall at the moment, but there are a lot of experiences of energy that happened. So for instance, I'll talk about yesterday only. What happened is I have just joined the. So I'll just tell you about one thing that give you an example about perseverance, which has a little bit of energy connected. I have been running one meetup group, one singing and jamming meetup group in Ahmedabad, and this I started in 2014, 1st June
Mm-hmm.
2014. It's just 10 years today.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
I have had a lot of ups and downs, failures in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the only thing about energy is like I believed in it. I was like, no, people will come, it will happen, right? There were jammings that happened, sessions that happened, and there were also times when zero people showed up, right? There are 250 or 300 people in that group, 10 RSVP, right? 10 people are saying that we'll attend, but zero people show up, right?
Okay.
There are times when you feel low on those days. But
Yeah.
last meetup that I had 5 people joining, and I was the sixth one. Right, the jamming happened, things went smooth. Right, so now I am pitching into a bigger cafe now. Right,
Hmm.
Ahmedabad level also, which has chances in Pune also. Right, so mileage would be better. Right, I will have
Yes.
more people, I will have more height. But my only motive back then was we did not have a meetup group or these kinds of things happening in Ahmedabad, right? So I
Mm-hmm.
see the initiative taker at least to do it, and I have
Yes.
successfully done it. At least the last meetup phase, 6 people is
Mm-hmm.
also at least those people taking time out for 3, 4, 5 hours jamming, doing that thing, right? What
Mm-hmm.
there is no even in jamming there is no given thing that you have to be a very good singer. It's just that
Mm-hmm.
you're enjoying the time. You might be a miserable singer, that's okay. You're coming to listen to people and you're just adding to it, that's okay. At least you are adding some value by coming there, by taking your time out, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's what matters.
Okay, like, do you actually believe that energies and intuitions are similar? Sometimes what happen, like we think that okay, I am getting these energies, like it is not bad, it is not good, but something is missing there, and that intuition uh, tell you something that something is going to happen bad, something is going to happen good with you, with your someone now who is close to you. So, do you believe in these energies, and or have you ever like experienced these energies in your life?
For instance, I'll just give you an example. Deja vu. We think that we have met this person before. What is that?
Hmm.
It is also an energy, right?
Hmm.
Really, that's a thought that comes to the mind. But why so?
Yeah.
If I think, have you seen the movie Hi Papa?
Hi, Papa. No, I
No.
haven't.
That
Wait, yeah.
movie has, I think, Mrunal Thakur and Nani. Nani is the actor. So what
Okay.
happens? So
Hmm.
when you go and see the story, you will be able to connect how that energy is there.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
There's a dog. There is a dog who goes to the person and he
Hmm.
recalls and gets everything back. When you see the story, you will be
Fan. Fan voice. Fan noise. Okay. Sorry.
okay.
Yeah. You are saying something about intuitions and energies. That So can you please repeat the same?
So it's about just thought process. Everything we are dealing with has energies in it, right?
Hmm.
For instance, if there is anything going on, for instance, if I go to a movie, I know the movie is very good, but I have I have heard some bad reviews about it, and I'm like, I go with that thought that it is going to be a miserable movie. Even if the movie was good, everybody liked it, but you did not like it. Why? Because you have that thought. But when
Hmm.
you go to clean slate, you are like, whatever it is, even if it's a miserable movie, I just want to go for the experience. I just want to learn whatever the movie has. Right? Even I
Yes.
have seen uh, pathetic movies in that case, which I have seen one movie which is like October. It was a very
Okay.
depressing movie, very
Yeah.
pathetic movie, but one of my friends took me to the movie. And I was like, okay, at least we enjoyed the experience. We had popcorn, we shouted. We did not shout. There was nothing like to shout
Yeah.
about a movie. It was very depressing movie, but it's an experience.
Yes.
Get to sit in that AC hall for 3 hours. You get to see people. Right? There
Hmm.
are people have some people have fought and come to the theater. Some people are enjoying their couples in the theater doing their work. Right? So it's
Yeah.
very experience. It's an experience. We see a lot of people from all walks of life in the theater,
Hmm.
right?
But nowadays people do not watch movies on theater. Do you believe in this fact? Because of
So
OTP platforms.
it is it's a balance between the both, I believe.
Hmm.
For instance, if there are movies, for instance, you are working and you just want to sit in a AC hall for 3 hours. There are
Hmm.
people, go to a there are why are malls so much crowded in the summer?
Yes, yes.
To
And that's
spend
the reason people do not enjoy the like just go out after COVID pandemic. People just get scared of cloud and all. They just want to go away from like beat and like crowd. They do not enjoy the crowd areas, right? So after COVID, everything get changed, right? Because of OTP platforms, and even these Bollywood movie are get seen on OTP platforms.
OTT is the future, but that does not just define a movie. There are movies I have seen on an OTT platform and I was like, why it did not release this movie on a it would because the experience is different. Yeah, you have sound, you have a bigger screen. Now so PVR and all these guys have got IMAX and all those caves with all these experiences. You have
Mhm.
mist, fog and everything coming in, right?
Yes.
So that is a different experience. That is irreplaceable unless you are
Mhm.
multi-millionaire and you can create it at your home, and it's a
Mhm.
different thing together.
Yes. So, do you like to enjoy movie alone or with your friends and family?
I basically go to movies with my friends only, and I usually prefer to go in the movies only for Marvel movies, be it the Avengers or something like that.
You like
Marvel
fighting? Well, I don't like fighting movies.
action movies are one thing I like
Yeah.
it, but it is just the Marvel movies that I am fan of. Otherwise, I watch on OTT and all these. I would watch South Indian dub movies like
Yeah.
Kalapati is one of my favorites, and there is Allu Arjun. Allu Arjun is one of the movies I saw it in Telugu itself. It's a
Mhm.
subtitle. It was, I think, I forgot the movie which is created in this one. Kartik Aaryan did it in Hindi.
I haven't seen that movie, I
That
guess. Have you
Kartik
watched movie? There's a Gita Govinda movie. It is awesome movie. It is my favorite movie.
romance one, I believe.
Yes, yes.
I haven't
And
seen.
have you seen it or not?
No, no.
It is amazing movie. You must watch that movie. It is like a funny and it's like a drama and all.
Correct.
Yes. Which is your favorite movie from South?
I don't have any favorite for the time being, but I believe I like a lot of movies. Yeah. There's no favorite.
Bahubali. Have you seen that movie?
Which
Bahubali.
Bahubali, I believe Bahubali is very heavy. Yeah. I don't like historical drama.
Yeah, I also don't like historical drama. I don't watch that
That's
movies.
the case with KGF also. KGF is too loud. Similar
Hmm.
Pushpa. I did not like Pushpa because Pushpa is too loud. Yeah. When you go to a theater and
Seen it or
what
not?
I have seen the movie in theater itself. And it was
Do you like
very
it or
loud.
not?
Sorry,
Do you like that movie or not?
I did not like it because for the reason that it's too loud. And
Hmm.
going to a theater for a very loud movie, I don't find it logical unless
People
it's
don't
science
watch long
fiction,
movies nowadays like that.
Marvel and all that. Sorry,
People do not watch long movies. Like they do not want to invest their three hours. Like in old days, like old movies, we at parents used to watch that movie for 4 hours continuously. But if you ask me that Dipali watch that movie for 1 hour, I will say that okay, I will watch it, but I will part that movie, partition that movie in different part, and I will watch it like 5 minutes, 10 minutes like that.
you will really
I
break
don't
it
watch
in.
the same movie continuously. I do not know why. But if it is horror movie, so things is different. I will watch it without any interruption.
But to add to it, basically what happens is with the influx of social media, right? You have
Yeah.
reels. You see 10-second reel, you don't like it, you swipe up,
Swipe it.
right? So your attention span is also decreasing now. You want
Yeah.
to like this, right? For
Yes.
marketing and all, also Instagram marketing, social media marketing, you need to grab the eyeballs in the first 2 or 3 seconds, or at least 5 seconds, right? If
Yes.
you
So
don't like the
are we getting smarter or lazier with the help of these reels and shorts?
reels and shorts are basically making you dumber, no doubt about it. Basically, who are earning out of it? The influencers, for instance, get ready with me, right? You're just, doing makeup or coming with the clothes. I know if the influencers, any of them are seeing this video, they might not like it. But there is no sense to it. It's
Hmm.
not a sensible, thing that they are doing and earning money out of it.
Some people are there, they are wasting lots of food. They are showing that I am too much rich. They are just taking the lots of meal and they are mixing it something else with ice cream and combination of different things and just have it. It is not normal food. It's just like okay, like it is just a big chammach and all, and they just having that meal. and they're just wasting the food. And some people are there who are trolling them, and they are earning money by trolling them.
That is also true. I think one of the people who earned a lot of money after just on trolling and all is Carrie Minati, I believe. He earned a
Yes.
lot of money and he is doing very good. At least back then, back in the day when I used to see the videos, his sense of humor is very good. Right? You would
Yeah.
just like to see video for that moment of time when you are on your seat, on your toes, like, okay, what is coming next?
He is introvert, I guess, right? He get that stage, and that day only people got to know that okay, he is that guy and who is very popular. And he was not even completed his bachelor's. He is college dropout student. Still, he
Introverts,
has
a
such
lot of
influence.
introverts are very intellectual. Believe me, a lot of introverts are very intelligent and intellectual. You don't realize till the moment you talk to. But
Yeah.
there's one thing you for introverts also you have to. That's also an energy. If you make
Yes.
comfortable with you, if you start to initiate a conversation, they
Yeah.
will on leaps and bounds. But
Yeah.
if they are uncomfortable around you, they will not talk to you. They will not see you eye to eye. Also. They'll be
Yes.
like because I have been on that side of the table also. I was an introvert before this. I got into spoken English classes. Before
Mm-hmm.
clapping, I was working for a startup in the during the pandemic times. Right, so
Mm-hmm.
these 4 years have shaped me to become an ambivert because for learners at least you have to become an ambivert or extrovert.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Because you have to boost their confidence, which is the
Do
need
you
of the.
actually think that like by these platforms, online platforms, extrovert become introvert and introvert become extrovert? Do you actually believe in this concept?
I don't feel so. Extrovert,
If you're not
mm,
taking any initiation and you are not going out and you are not speaking with people and you are not giving your best, so how can you become an introvert, extrovert person? I have seen in me because I am also introvert and people call me Dipali, you are not introvert because you speak a lot.
but
I told him that
if
I become extrovert on calls, but not in real.
when when you are talking here, that's a different thing altogether. But when I meet you in real, you'll be a different person altogether. You won't be able to speak. And
Yeah,
that has happened with me during the clapping time also. There were times
yeah,
when there are people, even at my workplace, you were like, you were so
okay,
confident on this video call, right? But which is
yeah.
not the case when someone asks you in person or when you're talking with people in person. That's the case. But I
Mm-hmm.
eventually I become an ambivert. But there are
Mm-hmm.
sometimes or some places where an introvert doesn't want to invest their energy or they don't want to invest their time or even words. They're like, I don't want to waste my time or words on that person. That's the reason they cut short
Yeah.
that conversation.
Yeah. Do you actually think that like it is because of time, or it is also because of the care that we invest our time, but no one cares because we are investing our time. We are investing our like our words with them. So if they did not understand, if did not respect your feelings, so what is the point to talking with them? Don't you think that it is because of that? Because some extrovert, introvert might be extrovert in their past, but with experiences they become introvert.
A lot of people are post, believe me, this is a harsh reality. A lot of people post pandemic, post COVID, a lot of extroverts have also become introverts because they had to stay indoors and they did not have a person to talk to, right? Because
Mm,
need attention all the time. They need to grab eyeballs. Yesterday
mm,
only I went to a event where there was a person who wanted to talk all the time. He wanted to
mm,
grab eyeballs all the time. But
mm,
even if he's talking rubbish, he wants people to listen to him.
mm.
So that is the case with extroverts. They want attention all the time, and if they don't get it, they get
Mm.
pissed off. There's a different reaction. They're like,
It is
why?
not right. It is like a serious issue. Like if extrovert is not getting time and not getting anyone whom can they listen, whom
Mhm.
they can listen. Though that time it become difficult for them. It might create some
If that keeps repeating,
political
they get
decisions
into
as well.
depression. If that keeps on repeating for a longer time, they get into depression. They're like, why am they need a listener. They want someone, and in everyone's case, everyone needs a listener. If I'm
Mm-hmm.
talking, why am I talking? So that I'm heard. right? There's a
Yes.
basic logic to it, right? So
Yeah.
education needs a lesson, especially experts need to go out, and even if they are not finding someone in their own friend group or their social circle or family, they need to go out from that. They need to take the stereotype, go sit in a cafe. You're in a country like India. If you're sitting in a, this is thing has happened with me. I was sitting in a cafe reading a book. There's a
Mhm.
person just sitting across me. That person initiated a conversation. That person was like, "You're too much into the book. What is the book about?" And that's how we initiated a conversation.
Yes.
And that conversation went on till a lot of things. We were in the same school. He might be a junior to me, right? These things we got on the same page. Everybody has some common points, right?
Hmm. Yeah. So do you like to make friends even if you're ambivert? Do you think that ambivert people actually take their initiation and start friendship if they start speaking with people?
I like to be around people. It's not, but obviously there's one thing that I like to be around people which have good energy. If they are carrying a lot of negativity, they are complete
Hmm.
or they are cribbing about something. They are criticizing things about the government, about the people, or even one
Hmm.
person is there in their life. For
Hmm.
instance,
Hmm.
my roommate is like this. For instance, if I tell you once that my roommate is this 1 hour,
Hmm.
2 hours, okay, once this has happened
Yes.
once. Now second
Hmm.
time also, if after 10 days, 15 days, 20 days, you are coming and you are like coming with that same thing. My roommate is this. Again 3 hours you are complaining. Right? Third time I will
Yes.
not take the pain to wait. I will not give you my time. It's a simple logic.
Yeah.
बार बार क्या रोना रोना आ जाता तो
Don't you think that like it is not like big deal, like if you are human, so there are some negative thoughts in our mind and also positive thoughts in our mind, but we need to know that how much we need to focus on the things that I am getting fail in one exam. I need to focus on my results, or I want to actually work on my results, that okay, I'm not getting passed in that exam. I need somewhere I'm not giving my best, so I need to add my efforts in it. So it's okay you're saying that I get fell. Okay, you will say 2 times, 3 times, 10 times, but you must put your efforts in it. That wow, I am not cracking that exam. You just put your efforts, and obviously you will pass in that exam, right? If you keep saying that I'm getting fail in that exam, so you will not get any results. I believe in these thoughts.
so I agree with
Yeah.
that. Basically, even if you are having negative energy for the time being, channelize it in a positive way, right?
Mm-hmm.
If your roommate is not like the person you want that him or her to be, right? Go to a gym, workout, like take a punching bag, imagine that person's face rather than just complaining about that person all the time, right? And obviously that person will not connect with you on the third time. They'll be like, why is this person always claiming or always negative about this?
Yeah.
He or she might be true, but you wasted my 3 hours. After 20 days, 30 days, 1 month, 1.5 months, you're meeting me, right? You have
Mm-hmm.
to ask me, how are you? You have to share a little of your thoughts. No, all the time this thing, right? This person like this did this to me, this to me. When this thing happens for the second or third time, you believe that the person is playing a victim card.
Yes. Yes.
Eventually, we all are victims, but we don't have to play that victim card at least to ourselves, not even to
Mm-hmm.
the right.
It
If
is
you
not to focus on the negative things all the time, but you must focus on okay, there are some possibilities. Work on that possibilities. Otherwise, you will not get anything in your life. You will not achieve anything in your life. That's what I believe. And
hmm,
I used to like think, okay, I'm getting fell, but I work on that. Look, yeah, I have failed in that exam. I must like choose my journey, and I must put my efforts in it. Yeah. Do you want to share some like funny memories with your friends, family, or in your childhood days?
I don't recall any for the time being, but yes, out of my life is full of adventures, I would say. But I will just share one of my adventures that I had. So there was a time when this happened. I think maybe almost 2 years ago or 1 year ago. Right. So I went to meet one of my friends who stayed in hostel in Gandhinagar. Right. So they
Mhm.
were first. two of we friends who were from Ahmedabad and this friend who stayed in the hostel, right? So we just were chatting and we were just having a vada pav. We came out of that stall. We just saw a board which is like Udaipur, right?
Okay.
Udaipur was like, I don't, it's somewhere between 300 to 350 kilometers from Ahmedabad. It takes you 5 hours approximately, right? So we were like, should we go to Udaipur? The second one is like, okay. And the third one is like, okay. And that's how eventually that night only we took the car and went to that. That's like instantaneous plan that we can say. And even
You
I was shocked at the moment. It's like, wow, how did this even happen? But we drove all night long. We reached that place. We stayed there for almost 2 3 days, the weekend, right? And
know.
thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah, like when we are child and when we want to do something, so we put lots of efforts in that. You know, there is one dialogue in Om Shanti, like जिस चीज को आप शिद्दत से चाहो.
इस चीज को आप शिद्दत से जाओ तो पूरी कायनात उसको तुमसे मिलाने में जुड़ जाती है.
हाँ हाँ.
Basically,
So it's
nothing
a life
manifest.
way.
This is also manifestation only, na?
Yeah,
That you
yeah.
manifest it.
Yes, yes, yes.
It from the smallest things. You can start manifesting from the smallest things. Right? For
Hmm,
instance, when I leave from my house today, when I go to the cafe, the energy would be good. The owner would
hmm.
be right, or even the food that I would be eating would be very good. It's all here.
Hmm.
It's manifestation. But if you
Yes.
have if you go with the negative energy that
Hmm.
this is this is that, you will find a signal which is the secret also. Right? If you're
Hmm.
feeling a happy vibe, good vibe, pass through three signals also and they are green. We're like,
Hmm.
wow, it's a
Hmm.
different, but it's all about perspective.
Yeah, it is very true, and that is what law of attraction said in that book. It is all about manifestation.
Yeah, it is.
That is why I
That's
have buy that book. So have you read that book, Atomic Habit, and what is different in that book, and what changes has happened in your life?
I don't know about changes, but the basic thought of it is very good. Like a small thought can basically change your life. For instance, if I'm very lazy, right? But if I change one, thing that I just wake up in the morning early and go to workout or do anything, right? My whole day will change. 1 or 2 days I would not like it. I am like sacrificing on my sleep. But
Mhm.
third day, fourth day, you have a hang of it. You're like, now I am enjoying this process.
Yeah, it is very difficult to break our habits. Once we break our habits, so it is like okay, it is like gift given by that book or
Now you
given
in the
said by
mind, na?
someone.
You're not being controlled by the mind. Say that even not just about spoken English also, but even spoken English is a taboo. Same goes with mental health also, right?
Hmm.
In the case of mental health, I keep on attending events where there is mental health and awareness about mental health. Uh,
Hmm.
there in at least in Ahmedabad, whatever is happening, right? So
Hmm.
the taboo that we have to break. If you are going through some situations in your life, there is a person whom you can talk to, right?
Yeah.
Counseling available. Like there are things available. If you cut things at the root level only, and if you try to solve it, it is better. Right? When it becomes a mountain of a lot of burden, then
Hmm.
then you have to obviously go to level two. Then that
Yeah.
psychologist will not be able to help you. When you need medicine for sleep, anxiety, and all,
Hmm.
right? So
Hmm.
before it reaches the level two, you have to consult the
Don't you think that it is because we do not speak about mental health because of society, because they will judge us? Because I have also talked on this a lot on my sessions. During my sessions, I told that society is responsible for this. Like if someone do suicide, and we always blame that person. We do not know that what is that person thinking and what how much that person suffer in their life. We always blame that person, but we do not try to understand what that person need and suffering in his life. How was he was suffering in his life. Cares it, care about it.
a lot
We
of
always blame the person.
correct. This happens with a lot of LGBTQ people that you are seeing in your life. There was a 21 on 20-year-old guy who was basically gay, and he had shared a lot of things on Instagram, right? So people,
Mhm.
you know, commenting a lot of things, "Pakka" and these and that, right? That you're gay, you're Mita and all that. But
Mhm.
it's, if we want to share, if you don't want, you don't see it. You don't want,
Mhm.
if you don't want to see it, don't see it. Right? Why would
Mhm.
you be negative on someone's life? If that person is
Mhm.
okay sharing it on Instagram, they love their life. You are no
Mhm.
one to teach them, or even, you know,
Hmm.
since if there's a 50-year-old,
Who will decide about that person life? That person is there and they can decide their life. We are no one, right?
there's one hack to it also. For instance, that LGBTQ guys facing a lot of things in life. Eventually,
Hmm.
they also have to, you know, train themselves that they have to create a firewall. They have to
Hmm.
create a firewall that that person is no one to decide who am I, or if
Hmm.
I'm that. If I'm, if that person is, you know, from the LGBTQ community and he or she belongs to that, they have accepted it, and
Hmm.
it's all about acceptance. They have accepted it, and it, you know, the society, the chatter of the society, what they say, whatever they are saying, if it affects you, there's a
Hmm.
something going on with your acceptance.
We need to
They
break
cannot take.
break that, right? But we do not allow ourselves.
Like in India, these things are very taboo. Even the LGBTQ thing with, and with live-in relationships also, these things are very big taboo. I don't know. Me commenting on this will also attract a lot of negative comments. Will never know.
Have shared your experiences and you have guided students how to become fluent speaker and you are also shared your ideas. So I was planning session with you since 2 months, but it was not happening and finally we have session.
Pleasure is all mine, Dipali, right? And yes, it's just a journey, and it's just experiences that we are sharing in our lives, right? And I hope the next time we connect, I would have more newer and fresher experiences to share, right?
Yeah.
And learners who are there who, you know, see my sessions also, right? Yeah, best of luck.
Yeah. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Thank you.
Same to you. Bye.